night are falling. It's twilight time.
Wanda and Vision, aren't we a five-pair?
This is our home now. I want us to fit in.
Oh, this is gonna be a gas!
Where did you two move from? How long have you been married? And why don't you have children yet?
Our story.
I think what my wife means to say is that we moved from...
Moved from where? Married when? Damn it, why?
Oh, Arthur, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Deep in the dark, your kiss will thrill me
Is this really happening?
like days of old, lighting the spark of love that fills me with dreams of hope.
Am I dead?
No. Why would you think that?
Because you are.
Each day I pray for evening just to be.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
At last at twilight time.
Yo, what up guys, it's Boy back again with another video, and today we are going over my very first video for Marvel on this channel. Obviously, as you guys know, on Disney Plus they are releasing quite a few Marvel projects, series in particular, and the very first one we're getting is also the start to Phase 4 in the Marvel Cinematic Universe called WandaVision. I'm sure you've heard of it by now if you're watching this video. You guys just saw the trailer, and yes, it is kind of a weird series, and we're going to explain as much as I can explain. We're going to go over villains in the series, and basically we're just going to go over everything we know about the series so far. So this will probably be the kind of video that you want to watch before you watch the series, if you kind of get what I'm saying. But before we begin, guys, obviously there will be a few spoilers here and there, possibly, if I get some theories right. So if you guys don't wish to be spoiled on anything, I suggest clicking away now. If you guys haven't heard, they are releasing 2 episodes on Friday, not 1, 2 episodes. I think it's something to do because, like, spoiler alert, the first 2 episodes are going to be in that, like, black and white era that we've seen in the trailers. So yeah, like, it's gonna be kind of weird, but I'll explain as much as I know to you guys. And yeah, you've been warned about the spoilers, so let's get into this video. So guys, obviously what we know about WandaVision so far is that it's obviously like explaining on Wanda's story after the events of Avengers Endgame. Now, I'm sure that you guys may have heard, because it was at, like, the Marvel Comic-Con, I think, in 2019, because obviously the one in 2020 was online, but, in Comic-Con for Marvel of 2019, they said that, WandaVision will be tying into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And not only is WandaVision connecting to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but so is Spider-Man 3, whatever it's called, which is setting up, which lots of fans are guessing is the Spider-Verse, multiverse, basically. So, could there potentially be some fingers in WandaVision pointing towards Spider-Man? Because we are getting Spider-Man 3 before we are getting Doctor Strange 2, so whatever comes out of this one is going into Spider-Man, and then whatever comes out of Spider-Man is going into Doctor Strange, if you ask me. So, as far as we know, is not actually too much. Marvel have actually done a pretty good job and kept a lot of stuff about this series secret. There's not too much that we can say regarding the story, but we can, like, do if you do loads of digging online throughout videos, then you'll probably make a few theories of your own regarding episodes and the actual story for the series. But everything we know so far is that it's about Wanda after the events of Avengers Endgame. She's obviously depressed because she's pretty much lost everyone. She's lost her brother in Age of Ultron, and now she's lost her love interest Vision. So she's pretty much alone now, guys, and I'm pretty sure that we can already tell that she's going to be depressed as hell at the beginning of the series. So yeah, obviously Wanda's going to be depressed, and obviously she's gonna get taken into some kind of fake reality. Now, everyone is saying that she's the one who created that reality, but I've actually got a little theory of my own, which I will get to after I tell you about the next part of the video, which is villains. So let's go over the villains, and then I'll explain to you my theory regarding WandaVision and the story for it. So obviously, guys, it shouldn't be a surprise. The first villain of the series, who could be the big bad of the series or could just be a side villain working for the big bad, which is part of my theory, is Agatha Harkness. Now, it shouldn't be much of a surprise that this is Agatha Harkness because there's so many leaks online and, like, there's set photos, and even in one of the trailers she says her name is Agatha, which is Agatha Harkness, so it's pretty much confirmed that she's Agatha Harkness. But some people would say that she's the big bad of the series, and she's the one that messes up Wanda inside the reality. But my question is for Agatha Harkness is she real, or is she just something that Wanda has created in her mind, like Vision coming back to life? Or is she someone like Monica Rambeau, who gets sucked into the reality somehow? Or, part of my theory is she the one that causes the creation of the reality? We'll come back to that after the others. Now, guys, before I tell you about the next villain, let me just explain to you that it may not make sense at start, but when I explain something to you guys regarding the villain, it might make a bit more sense. So yes, guys, the villain who I think could show up, who may not make much sense, is Dormammu. But if you think about it, it would actually make sense for the connection with Doctor Strange, because if you've seen Doctor Strange 1, you will know that Dormammu is like the big bad of that film, and he got away in one piece. So the question is, when are we going to see him again? And I think we could potentially see him in this series. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be the big bad of this series, but I'm saying he could be like a side villain, like a few other villains that I'm going to explain in a minute. But I think that they could be setting him up for possibly a role in Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness. Again, he won't be a main villain in that, but he could be one of the villains or just a villain that's trying to get his revenge on Doctor Strange. So who knows? But I do think that there's a possibility that we could see, or at least hear the name Dormammu in the Doctor Strange, WandaVision series. And if you do a lot of research like I've done regarding Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, then you'll probably agree with me. Now, guys, the next villain is a man called Nightmare. Now, I don't want to get into this character too much because there's a bunch of videos online which you guys can watch to learn stuff about him. But a few people would probably say that this guy is the main villain behind Agatha Harkness, and she's like going to be working for him or something. I would have to disagree on that, and I'd just say that he's going to be a side villain, but he could be set up as a main villain in possibly a future project. But I don't think that he would be the main villain of this series, only because my theory in my opinion, the main villain of the series makes more sense than any theory I could come up for Nightmare. So you guys can think whatever you want to think about this character, but in my opinion, he will just be a side villain, and that's if he even shows up. I think there's a very slim chance that he will show up, but of course he could, but in my opinion, it's very slim that he would be the main villain. So guys, before we get into the main villain, in my opinion, I just wanted to go back to Agatha Harkness for a sec, and show you this clip of her in the official trailer for WandaVision, and then we will talk about the main villain. So see this clip, and then I'll carry on.
Am I dead?
No. Why would you think that?
Because you are.
So yes, guys, as you saw in that scene, Vision saw Agatha Harkness in her car, basically zoned out. And obviously he woke her up, and then she said, like, she knows he's dead in reality and stuff, and he was quite surprised, only because he's actually not there. He's actually Wanda, and Wanda's visioning Vision, which sounds weird, but that's for another video. Anyway, what I'd say about this scene is that when Agatha Harkness is zoned out, as you can see on the screen right now, it kind of looks to me that she's kind of talking to someone, kind of through her mind or something. Like maybe she's speaking to someone through her mind, or just communicating to someone. Now that someone, in my opinion, will be the main villain, and here's who I think it is. That's right, guys, Mephisto. Now, if you don't know who Mephisto is, again, I will probably explain it in a different video after I react to WandaVision and stuff, whether he's in the series or not. But the only reason I suspect that he will be the main villain of the series is because in the comics, him and Agatha Harkness actually have, like, some sort of connection. Like, Agatha Harkness knows who he was, because, like, I've definitely heard somewhere that he has something to do with the, like, multiverse or something. He messes with reality or something, and that's why Agatha Harkness, like, wants to basically follow in his footsteps. So basically, she looks up to him. But Marvel Studios actually have changed some stuff in their movies to the comics, let's be honest. Not in a bad way, but they have changed it to how it was in the comics. So what I think is, instead of Agatha Harkness, like, just knowing who he was and just following in his footsteps, I'm wondering if he'll be like her master, and he's sent her to basically make Wanda make this whole reality. And Wanda actually may do something with Mephisto, because in the comics, Wanda actually wants to bring her children to life, right? Because let's be honest, Vision can't exactly have children, can he? Because he's not a human. He never was. He was always like a cyborg kind of thing, or just cybernetic intelligence, or whatever you want to call it, guys. I don't know. I don't want to sound stupid or anything, so I'm just gonna stop. But let's just say Vision isn't able to have kids, and so Wanda has to make them herself with a spell. And that spell requires that she needs something from Mephisto, and in the comics, he basically didn't like what she did, so he went to take what was rightfully his, which was her children. So in a way, Mephisto is the children of Wanda's kids, Wiccan and Speed, which is why I think he could be the main villain in the series and potentially turn Wanda, or should I say Scarlet Witch, into a villain. Because in the comics, when Mephisto did take her kids away from her and claim them, and she knew that she couldn't get them back, it kind of made her go crazy and a little bit angry, which is why I think that they could potentially change that a little bit and just make her go full-on villain, which is why in the trailer you do see like a small image of what looks to be a battle between real reality and Wanda's fake reality. So, who knows, but all of my fingers are pointing towards Mephisto as the main villain. But yeah, guys, I'm afraid that brings us to the end of our time together today. I apologise that this video was kind of like all over the place a little bit, and a bit weird, but I'm honestly just so hyped for this series. As you guys know, 2 episodes come out this Friday. Now, the 2 episodes thing is kind of just a big rumor right now, or it was in some kind of some kind of trailer for China or something. I'm not sure, but basically, like in the trailer, it said they were going to be releasing 2 episodes for the premiere of the series. Now, if it does happen, then I don't know whether I'm going to have to release a video on Friday and Saturday, or I'm going to release the video on Saturday, Sunday and Monday, because usually I make the video for Monday on Sunday and I don't release it till Monday, so it's very hard for me, but I'll figure something out. So you guys will probably be getting a video on Friday, so make sure you come back to the channel on Friday and just make sure that something's been uploaded. If it hasn't, then it's not coming till Saturday, but you should still come over and check. So, as usual, guys, like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Post the notification bell on so you don't miss out on good videos like this one and better videos upcoming. Have a magical day, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, God. I'm so hyped for this series. Let me know what you guys think about this series down in the comments below. And again, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.